Right, let's get this show on the road. How are we all doing tonight? So it's cloudy, so we're going to be doing another alien radio signal hunt tonight. Why is that not working? Bloody thing. Yeah, we're doing an alien radio signal hunt tonight. We are looking on the hydrogen line, or listening, I should say, on the hydrogen line. That is the channel on the radio dial where scientists theorise that if ET is out there, ooh, turn that down. If ET is out there, this is where we will hear them. Excuse me, got to catch up myself. So yeah, as the Earth rotates, our dish is going to be sweeping across the night sky. They're passing over various planets and their stars. Hopefully we are going to pick up a message coming in from out there in a deep space. We've not got any close by stars in range at the moment, but there still are plenty of stars in front of our dish tonight. So let's see what happens. Now we do actually have some signals coming in that are dropping down quite low actually. That is a bit interesting. There's a bit of interest up there. So let's keep our eyes peeled for anything strange coming up on the charts down here. Kate, how are you doing? Good to see you. How is your week going? We're almost on the other side. Thank you for the shares, Kate. It is those shares and the likes, guys, that does help us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves. So yeah, no decent close-by stars in range, but plenty of actual stars out there, just a little bit further away tonight. But yeah, we're getting some action on the old meter tonight there. Look, we've got some signals coming in. Again, these are very thin, so they're most likely to be electronic interference or something like that. But we are really interested around the lines here and here. That is where those strange messages have been heard in the past and where we'd expect to hear them in the future there, like the WOW signal and other such interesting anomalous signals there. Lauralas, how are you doing? Thank you for the heart there as well. It's like, I had a good sleep last night actually, Kate. Maybe the old hypnotherapy is working. It won't be tonight. Just once, it's all I'm allowed. Beer Busters in as well. How are we doing? I see Rio there. How are you guys? So yeah, the clouds sadly creeped back in. We've had a good couple of days, haven't we, of sky watching, but nevertheless we are back at it tonight doing the radio signal hunt. Exactly, Kate. Got to look on the positive side. That's all part of it. Thank you for the roses there, Laura Les, as well. Guys, if you haven't heard, we're doing a competition now throughout March with these guys here. These are the manufacturers of all the equipment that we use here to do our own little signal hunts. You could win one of 3 kits there. So all you got to do is go on our Discord in the competition channel, just type the word alien, and then we're going to draw it live on stream at the end of the month. So there's not many of you guys over on the Discord, so it's a reasonable chance. You've got reasonable odds there of making a win. You've got to be over 18, you've got to be in the UK, Europe, or North America to be eligible. But yeah, do get in there. Josie as well, thank you for the heart, it's very kind, and the likes as well there, appreciate that. So if you're new in the chat, do say hello, let us know where you're all watching from. How do you feel about the alien phenomena, especially with what's going on at the moment there? Lee as well, good evening over there on the tubes. I think you're first one in over there. I am, Laura Lass, I am. For relax afterwards. Yeah, so I tried it once years ago, and basically I went, oh, that was relaxing, but it kind of didn't really contribute to any overall problem solving. But I don't know if I'm in a slightly more open-minded position now, so I thought I'd give it a go for some of those things that are still bugging me, like sleep and things like that. Early days, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Blue Nose as well there. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. All of the likes and the shares. They help us reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves. And the more eyes and minds we can get on the phenomena, the more we can all piece this puzzle together. Simon's in. How are you doing today, Simon there? How's the man flu? Beer Bust as well, coming in with the likes. Thank you there. Stuart there. Can you go 8 days no sleep? So, the longest I've done with no sleep, because I'm not trying to do 8 days. I'm not trying. I want to get to sleep. That's the problem. Normally, if I don't sleep properly for one night, I will sleep something the next night. But there was a phase where it wasn't guaranteed, and that really stressed me out there. I can go about 3 days my body won't let me sleep for. That's the maximum it's refused to sleep for in a row. Evening, Rio, as well. How are ya? So yeah, guys, it's cloudy tonight, so we are back on the radio signal hunt today. There, we've done it a few times over the winter, haven't we? There, but that just means our statistical odds of detection are always going up. There, it's a first there. You're first for a first there, Lee. Oh, it's getting you down there. We've got your voice back. Hey, it's getting in the right direction. It sounds all husky. Hey, make the most of it. Start doing like ASMR or something. Like, you got to embrace it. Oh, it's a side effect of all my... Oh, my God, Kate. No. Oh. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun there. How is all that going, other than the horrendous dietary restrictions there? I think I need more sessions of it, though. Only had one. Would be open to it again. Yes, I think I did like 1 or 2 years and years ago, but I was far too deep in my own mess, I think, to allow it to happen. And now I'm a bit more open to these things there. Harko is in. How are you doing today? How is recovery going, Harko? I keep forgetting to ask. So we'll see. I'll let you know how it goes. It's interesting. But last night it was better. It wasn't sound. It took me about 4 hours to get off to sleep. That's quite good for me. That's quite good. The IKEA one, Harko, that was good there. Oh, the old gummies there. I keep meaning to try them. I haven't tried them yet. It's on my list then. Harko, thank you for the gifts there. Oh, and you've made it over to the tubes as well. Bloods and multiple consultants with Caris have an appointment every day. Hopefully, though, they'll get on top of it. Hopefully, there'll be some benefit from it all there for you. But yeah, no, I've tried all of the knockout stuff. I mean, you name it, anything that they can prescribe you in the past, I've tried it, and like, if my brain don't want to go to sleep, it don't go to sleep. Very frustrating. But I think it's the work you need to do during the day. You need to set the environment. You need to be less stressy about things. So working on that one. Another notebook, Kate. That's what I need. That will solve everything. What's the old signal doing? It's going down. That is very, very strange. So we're still getting a bit of a spike there, which is coming through here. Get another spike over here coming through there. Again, not where we want to see it, and quite consistent. So it's going to probably be interference, but you never know. Shall we? I'll mess with it in a minute, and we can see what a signal would look like there. Get ourselves all excited. At least it'll change what it looks like. Simon and Harko, they're coming in with the gifts. And Harko, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks, guys.
There as well. We're all a work in progress. Definitely there. Oh, Kate, yeah, I was looking at those ones earlier. You mentioned yesterday. It's very much, I think, up on my street to do Alan notebooks. I think I don't know if I'd have the heart to use them though. But hey ho. So yeah, how is everyone doing? How is your week going? We're almost on the other side, and let's double check the weather. But yesterday it was looking promising, wasn't it? It wasn't so bad, right? So it said it's clear spells today, but it bloody well isn't. Right, let's have a look for tomorrow. All right, tomorrow, at least it's not raining, but it is looking to be cloudy. Saturday night could be interesting, so we'll probably do a bit of gaming tomorrow before the deep dive. And yeah, then we'll do the deep dive over at 11 PM there. So Patreons, remember, 11 PM, see you over there for the next deep dive. What is it? I can never remember what the ruddy thing is. Let's have a look. Where's my schedule? When it wants to load. Schedule. Deep dives. Oh, the Wilbert Smith memo there, which is, I think it's a Canadian member of Parliament, was it, or Defence Minister? There put a memo together about some stuff he'd heard coming from the US. So that's going to be an interesting one there. Make sure you join us. That'll be 11 PM tomorrow over in the Discord. Link in bio for a free month. So yeah, that's the topic. Problem is I set these and then I forget. I go, what was it? I have to start from scratch there. See that Dekuna has asked for Oppo to be scrapped. No, what's that? Deloon. Wait. No, what's all that one then, Agent X? As in harp, as in the big radio thing. Could be interesting. Lee as well, thank you for all the gifts. Appreciate that. Guys, if you are just joining us, we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt. We are searching the hydrogen line. That is those 2 lines there. It's the channel on the radio dial there that scientists theorise that if ET is out there, this is where they'd put that message. So as the Earth rotates our dish is going to sweep across the night sky there, passing over various stars and their planets, hopefully one of which will be sending us a signal. And if we do get lucky, it'll only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds there, because that is how long, with the Earth's rotation, that our dish is going to be passing on over and off any target planet around a star. So hopefully we'll get lucky there, because it's not just a case of where, but also when. So obviously we want to be pointing our dish at a star that has a planet that is inhabited, which we're not necessarily going to know, are we, down here? There may be some clues, as we've discussed previously, but not necessarily there. But then if we do get the right star, are we tuning in at a time they are sending a signal? Because this type of signal is very, very strong, very, very power hungry. They're unlikely to be sending them all of the time. So that is, yeah, when it comes in the right time, also plays an important part there. Leanne, thank you for the gifts as well. Was on the old tubes that have been denying holding UFO in. Oh, okay, interesting. I haven't seen that one, but that'd be very interesting. I've been looking into Stanley Kubrick recently. He made some interesting films. He did. I've never seen, is the last one, Eyes Wide Shut, isn't it? I've never seen it. And I like a good Kubrick movie. And they're always layered with things, aren't they, there? So, what... They did say, though, that the cut that was released, because he die like before it actually was released, that they totally changed the plot of the film behind his back as it passed. So it's not as he intended it, but apparently that was kind of leaking some weird secret society sort of stuff and things like that. Very interesting there. There's a picture, and I think it's definitely of Kubrick, and I think they're on the set of 2001, which was shot over here, and yeah, they're at the studios. There's a few of them walking together, and I think it's like J. Allen Hynek is with him there, like, you know, the guy from Project Blue Book. It's like, why would he be with Kubrick there? Like, there's very interesting things, connections that do point to something more going on there. And you popped on to say hi. Oh, that is still ridiculous, especially if you're not feeling your best, Simon. But thank you for popping on there. Hoping you feel better. And I've got snippets of Eyes Wide Shut. Very, very creepy. I've never seen it. It's always on my list, but it's one that I forget. Is it available on any of the streaming platforms? Because I think I might have to put it down. Put it on my list. Excuse me. Where are we there? Leanne coming with the gifts, and Lee too as well. Thank you guys for those. All goes back into the stream as well there. So yeah, what's your favourite Kubrick film? I generally wouldn't put it past the elites to be involved in stuff like that. I mean, with the stuff that's coming out now on the old files, you know, it doesn't actually seem that far from the truth, does it? You know, it's like, where do we draw the line? Is it all true there? Or Clockwork Orange? I've only seen that one once. Very good though. I think maybe we need to do like a side one. We do a Kubrick movie club as well. Once every other month we'll watch a classic there. Full Metal Jacket is obviously a classic. Just can't get over that was filmed in London. Oh, Harko lost signal there. I hope you're feeling a bit better though, Harko. We'll catch you later. Thank you for popping in though. And Tomcat is in. How are you? So, the dots aren't connecting, and have you seen all the massive sundial? I haven't. I haven't looked too much into them, to be honest. Mainly because I don't have the stomach for it these days. I'm normally used to be quite, not callous, but you know, that sort of stuff didn't affect me. I could watch Children in Need and not feel sad. But these days, like I got a couple of little things I heard, you know, passed down the chain from what was coming out lately, and I just went, oh no, not for me. So I'm sure we'll all get to hear about it anyway. But yeah, it's probably all true this day and age. But we know the aliens are true. That's what I want to hear. I just want the evidence to come out. I want to know the details. Funnily enough, lads, you guys who were in last night, do you remember when we zoomed in on what I thought was Sirius? Probably still was Sirius. Funnily enough, that star disappeared and I couldn't find it for the rest of the night. Thought it might have gone behind a tree, but I checked when I went outside. Could not spot it in the night sky at all, and it was clear as hell. So unless I've got my alignment drastically wrong and it had gone very low for some reason, but Orion was up higher, very interesting there. So that big bright flashing object I couldn't relocate. But that was so cool, zooming in on that one. Just triangular, flashing from red to blue to green. I don't want to call it AR because it probably is serious. It was there for so long, but I couldn't find it for the life of me, and it was a clear night. So the only way is I could have got my alignments wrong, and it had gone behind like a house or a building. But everything else was higher up, so when I was low, I was like, no, it should be in that patch of sky, and I couldn't even see a faint dot for it. So maybe I don't want to get carried away. I'll have to review the footage. And that's the point. Yeah, I can review the footage and we can just play it because it will be on screen, and it will just see if it moves off to behind something or if it just disappears, because that will be our clue. Maybe we're sitting on some brilliant evidence there. Hold on, let me. Where's my drive? No, not that one. So where is yesterday's when it was to load? You know what? I haven't even done that. That's a good shout. We should see if anybody else saw it or something similar. Oh, why's my drive not loading? There we go. Right. Salt. Date. No, other way around. So that's today. So this should be last night. Hello! There we go, we're live. Double me. Right, let's mute that one. Skywatch is a bit bright tonight. The moon is still up there. Why won't it mute? There we go. Okay, well, let's see if I can have a quick look. Wasn't that early on, was it? No. Starship Alan. Oh. Right, there we go. Is that the one? Just reviewing the footage from last night there to see. No, that's not it. Is that it? Yeah, that's that one there. Right, okay. Just seeing if this disappears. See if we did catch one there. Hearing two me's. It's not what you want, is it, on a Thursday night? Just waiting for it now. We're at the bit in the video where we were zoomed in on it. I can't scrub on this media player too fast. Come on, how long were we zoomed in on it for? That's too big of a jump there. Oh well, we'll have to wait. I'll keep it playing. What's everyone's weekend plans? Got anything exciting coming up? I can't really think of much in the UFO news at the second. It's gone a bit quiet, I suppose. What with all the other spiciness that is going on in the world? Well, we are at that point that we was dreading where all of the close-by stars are slightly out of range. Am I going to have to reposition the dish? Oh, bollocks. I've forgotten. 10 seconds back. There we go. There we go. Oh, okay. It's there. Is that? No, that's Beetlejuice. That's Beetlejuice. We'd zoomed in on that one. Sorry, I got it wrong. Ah, there we go. There's it. Right, okay. Well, there, come back. Getting distracted there. Master Plasterer, how are you doing? How is the skies the Isle of Man tonight? So I'm just reviewing some footage that we recorded yesterday. I'm just trying to see, because there's certain nullness, and I thought it was just a planet refracting, but I couldn't find it when it was outside later. Come on, stop zooming in. That's annoying. Right. It's just over the wrong part of the screen where we've got the bars. Possibly, yes. Not clear, guys. It's not clear, sadly. Nice and chilled weekend, liking that. Trying to finish off your next book. Oh, we got another one lined up already. And half started another children's book. Oh, well, you got adult ones as well. And off to Liverpool. There is no rest there, is there? Up as well. Esther as well there. Thank you for the follow. Where are you joining tonight there? And probably decorating bedroom. Very. I like that. Ticking off some important jobs there. God, I need to play around with my boiler this weekend to be nice and boring. I think it's running too hot, costing me $1 million. Blue Nose there, thank you for the gift. That's very, very kind. But we'll be on. I need to actually get outside and tweak the dish. Maybe the weekend, if it's dry enough, will be a good day to reposition the dish and see if I can put some new amplifiers on to see if we can sort out our signal. Get that a little bit better there. Oh, you got a book as well coming, Kate? I don't remember that one. Have I just blanked it? You have told me before. Shave off 10,000. I'll struggle to write 10,000. Let alone have that enough to shave off. Oh, is this a smutty one? Was that it, Kate? Was this the smutty one? That's ringing a bell now. It's not like Alan fan fiction, is it? That's the one. He took off his kilt. I'm not gonna read out the rest of that. Yeah. Come on, want some action on the screen. These signals have been pretty consistent. Gotta be interference. There's a few little jumps around. No, sorry, Alan. He just mopped his brow there, a sigh of relief. We've got enough of that, haven't we, in the movie club chat? I have about 20 that I want to write. Oh, the ideas, yeah. Oh, got one on Salem witch trials. No, oh, yeah, because you said you did like a dissertation or something like that, didn't you, on it a while ago? So, yeah. And a children's activity, a book on Celtic paganism. That would be very popular, I think, there. Tori, how are you doing? Christchurch, not too far from us. Very ancient landscape around these parts. How are you doing? It's a bit cloudy where we are down in Wiltshire tonight. So we're doing an alien radio signal hunt. But when it is a clear sky, as it was last night, then we do a UFO, a UAP, a skywatch, which hopefully over the weekend we're going to get a few clear spells to do that one. You love the witch trials. The witches didn't. But a fascinating period of history that I do, yeah, I'd love to. There needs to be more on that sort of stuff. To really dip into that there. Oh, tell us more, Terry. What's their attitude on it? Are they something they're open to, or do they not want to touch it with a barge pole? That's awesome. It's something we need to make more of a fuss of here in Wiltshire, because we've got obviously the Warminster thing where we're based here in Warminster, and I keep meaning to make more of a fuss of that there. So yeah, I keep thinking we need to make more of a deal. So it is on my to-do list at some point to start like a bit more outside of the internet public promotion there. So I need your help. Yeah, what do you need there? Help force the government to admit aliens are real. At least show us the cool sensor footage. I don't think we've got much sway directly, but sorry, and I think this is the way it comes. It's about keeping doing what you're doing there. Like I think if some people like us trying to put pressure on directly, then they've got too many layers, too much protection. But if we still build our little communities up, making more and more people aware, sharing more and more of the information that we have and we can, then it becomes just like the weight of the general consensus, I think, then forces their hand. Like, I think it's one of these problems that you've got to attack round the other way. And I think it's going to be people like yourselves there that are pushing it in these, like, that's how it's going to happen. In that sort of, rather than one big thing. I think you're very much on the ball there. So keep up the hard work. What was the MP's like feelings on it there when you were talking to them? Were they like, oh yeah, very good, next thing, or were they interested there? Because I'm finding people are getting a little bit more open. I still get a lot of dodgy looks when we talk about it, but some people are a little bit more open-minded. Oh, they were excited. Really? Now that is good, because I always assume that you know, bureaucratic MPs and things like that, people, they're not exactly the exciting bunch, are they? Politicians, they like to play it safe and stuff. But that's a very good response there. I like that one. It just shows you, if you don't try, you don't know. See, I wouldn't have tried. I would have gone, no, they wouldn't be interested there. But if you don't try, you don't find out. So very, very well done there. I don't even know who my MP is. I only just moved here. He says we're over a year now. Heard today that my book is going to be stocked in a Guernsey airport in the G4. You better go past it. That is pretty cool. Well, you did get into the bookstore, didn't you? The main chain. So it was pretty cool. Oh, the military police there. It's a different sort of MP. One might be more open to it than the other. You do wonder all of the story. We're starting to get this now, but like going back a few years, it wasn't really the military, was it, or the armed forces or the services in general. They're the people that you would expect to have a lot of the stories, but you didn't really hear them for a very, very long time. Now, it's becoming more acceptable for them to share their stories now, kind of coming out now, which is brilliant. I think there's going to be a hell of a lot more coming out, I think. So thank you for the share there, Tori. Appreciate that. Again, all of the shares, all of the likes, it helps us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves. You never know who's going to come in. That is my favourite part about doing this, is that, yeah, somebody could just pop in at any minute, as they have done in the past there, and share their awesome, awesome accounts of the phenomena. So it's definitely helped me understand what's going on a little bit more there. I know why I'm delaying. It's because I'm still trying to learn the ins and outs of self-publishing there. Oh, God, and anything like that, yeah, it is, yeah, you just got to get started. There's going to be 1,000 things there. As long as any failure that you're going to have there isn't going to be mission critical, then just get out there and try it, and then you figure out through doing it. That's what you got to do. But I'd be exactly the same. It's amazing the things that I do procrastinate on. It's like this. It's the more day-to-day stuff I will procrastinate on. The other stuff is normally stressful enough that I end up feel like I have to get it done and out of the way. It's always strange how everybody's minds work. But do it, Kate. You never know. You could be the next. Oh, who wrote 50 Shades? Who was that now? I can't remember. I was going to say it's 50 Shades of Green, but wasn't Carl's one the other day 50 Shades of Greys or something? That was quite funny. Yeah, you got to do it. More creative input in the world, the better, Kate. As his green hand went up my thigh. In my head, it's always going to be a Smutty Allen book, though. Not much there, we're still about the same overall signal strength, sadly. Not even many tallies as well today. There's a few, but not a lot for the period of time that it's been on. But this signal is getting clearer. That seems to be going up. Nice clear little plateau right around there. Ah, you'll get there, Kate. I think it was 50 Shades of Greys, wasn't it? Or something like that. Oh, I just wonder why now there. Always sense an ulterior motive. Or is it because we're carrying cameras now? I think it's a bit of both, Laura. I think you're very, very right. We're talking about why, like now, you know, is there an ulterior motive? You know, that, yeah, I think this might be the only thing they can pull out the back pocket as a distraction from the other stuff that's going on at the minute. And the other stuff is very, very important, and that needs to be aired and needs to be adapted and changed. You know, we need to, as a community, deal with that. But also, I would argue that the alien life is something a little bit more. It's more important to me, but I think it's more important in general, our place in the universe and our reality not being what it is there. So if you're going to pull something out, that is going to be the one that is, you know, going to do it, isn't it, there? But I think also, as you say there, like, we do have more cameras, we are more connected now, and that is probably what's really forcing their hand there. They're trying to play catch up. They have to release just as, you know, releasing as little as they can to kind of get away with it, to catch up with how connected people are. Because all of a sudden, the mainstream narrative isn't going to be matching up with everybody's experiences. And that can only go on for so long before people go, wait a minute, and the cracks start to show, which I think is what's happening there. There's been a bit of a delay, but we're all catching up now, I think. There, how you doing, Vinny, as well? Good to see you. Yeah, so I think that is it. They're releasing because they kind of have to. Countries don't have trust and fairness, they have conflict. Yeah, and there's degrees of it, and I think it is, you know, the what they don't have in trust, they have in conflict, you know, and they have in friction. But it's kind of like a bit of both. You have to have one to solve the other. What if they release the files and it's all just a black box? They would definitely try that first, because didn't they do that with these files? You know, they did that initially, and then that wasn't enough, so they had to eventually give in. Yes, yeah, more release. Basically, yeah. What is the true reality of the universe? It's not the other thing isn't important, but you know, when we're talking about, you know, are we alone? Are we being visited? Is physics as we understand it? You know, like that, it just ticks too many boxes, you know. So if that's a carrot they're going to dangle to distract me, I'm definitely taking that one. Yeah, not that we ignore the other, but, yeah, talk about a distraction. It is a good one to pull out. Ooh. So yeah, where is my for tomorrow? Where's my prep notes? Let me see if I can find it without crashing everything we're doing here. So I can get a little bit ready for... Oh no, it's not the one that I thought there. Okay, so it's the W.B. Smith memo on UFO technology there. So this document summarizes a 1950s memo from W.B. Smith regarding geomagnetic research and its potential connection to flying saucers, and the memo discusses theoretical work on extracting energy from the Earth's magnetic field. Smith believes this work may help explain why flying saucers operate based on accounts that they use hitherto unknown magnetic principles. He has discussed this matter with officials in the US and Canada, and received confirmation that flying saucers exist and are the most classified topic in the US. And the memo recommends setting up a further research project. So that's what we're going to be looking at tomorrow night, guys, over on the Patreon. That'll be 11 p.m. and if you use the link in our bio, it's free for a month, so you'll be able to catch that deep dive and some more as well, and probably watch all the past ones back, and it all goes back into the stream if you do decide to stay on there. Oh, the ferals are being feral. Ferals will feral Kate there. They're element 115, Mike. So yeah, I do like a bit of element 115, and this is theorized, isn't it, to be what could be coming out in the new Bob Lazar film. So the rumors is oh, hold on, I missed your first message there. I've got my eyes playing out there. SETI is a con job on a nothing public. And honestly, you're not half wrong there. I think they're more just academic, so it's not the approach that I would take. But yeah, I mean, didn't it come out recently that their official policy is to not tell us if they did detect anything, and there's plenty of rumours that they have. And there's also, if you actually go through the work, like what we're doing now, listening for potential alien radio signals, they'll go, oh, there's not really any good ones. Maybe you've got the WOW signal. But if you look through their stuff there are tens and dozens of actual signals, anomalous signals that they've gone, it's probably satellite interference, but with no evidence for that being satellite interference, other than they couldn't hear a repeat of it, so then they couldn't say it was alien. So yeah, I think, you know, I'm on the same page there, but element 115 is a very, very interesting there. Apparently this is the element used in anti-gravity technology, as Bob Lazar was talking about. You know, claimed whistleblower from Area 51 there, but he's got a new movie coming out. He's the star of it, isn't it? Is it S4, a Bob Lazar story there? Very interesting what it's looking like, and he's meant to be releasing a bit of new information that he hasn't mentioned this whole time. And we do think, a lot of people are pointing to it's the actual evidence of the element 115, which he claimed to have smuggled out of there, but then lost. So maybe he's found it or had it all along but just didn't tell anyone, and now they're going to show its effects on camera, that it does have the properties he says it does. That'd be very, very interesting if he does there. And the moon is crawling with aliens. Well, the moon is weird. I've heard lots of stories about the dark side of the moon and stuff there. I haven't gone fully down the rabbit hole yet on that, but the moon is weird. There are so many things strange about the damn moon, so I'm with you on the moon being weird. 100% the moon orang, so it's defo hollow and deep. Oh, so this is it, exactly. This is one of the many points, and it's not just that, but that is one of the strong ones, is that it's meant to be made out of the same stuff as the Earth, formed together in a really early impact, but it's about 23% as dense there, and that seismic you know, activity there they recorded, you know, it rings like a bell upon impact. And if you look at the craters, there's a whole range of craters in there, the sizes, so the bigger the impact, but they're all the same bloody depth. The moon is very, very solid underneath the surface there, you know, so you on Earth, if you get a meteorite impact there, the bigger it is, the deeper the crater. Not on the moon. Lots of weird things like that. I don't know if I don't know if that went through TikTok, but TikTok told me it didn't. Oh, possibly. I got the ferals, but that's the last one I got there. And Sonia as well there. Thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight? Good to have you in. Blue Nose there, and Lee as well. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. Oh, you said back. No, I didn't catch that one. There. UFOs are powered by Red Bull, just like you there. 3 cans of Monster in the morning. That gets you going. I've dipped dangerously back into Monster. I'd given up the energy drinks for years. Didn't miss them. But I kind of went on a bit of a nostalgia trip for my youth. And I thought I'll have one when I cut the grass during last summer. That was my treat, cutting the grass, have an energy drink, pretend I'm young. And all of a sudden they have crept back in to my regular diet there. So better watch that one. The host settings didn't allow it. Well, Kate, 100%. I couldn't possibly have you telling me you're back. How you doing, Noel, as well? I mean, what are they? What is their propulsion method there? So, I mean, element 115 is one of the theorized ways there, you know, bending and distorting gravity. If they are to be using warp drive technology there, they're going to need a lot of energy. How could they do that? Maybe it's, what's the better word for it there? But the ether, essentially, is something that's been floated around since antiquity, this invisible energy field there. Then it was thrown out, wasn't it, in the days of modern science. But a few scientists now go, maybe there is something to this, and they're looking back on that to see if there is anything else there. Because, yeah, it does look like we are observing potentially these craft using warp drives. Where would they get the energy from for that there? Oh, Lee, night. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's a bit of a later one today. Oh, God, yeah, look, we're nearly at 11. I don't think we'll be on too long for there as well. So you won't miss much, Lee, there. But Schools is in. No worries, Schools. I hope you've been well. It is good to see you. But never any pressure. Sometimes we need to mix it up a bit, don't we, and do something else. But it's good to see you there. Where we are up to a date, I think. Have you seen the Starship Allen, Scholesy? It's a new feature. In fact, we haven't done Starship Allen tonight. Let's go. Switching over to the Starship Allen. Can you spot yourself? So this is, as I said, the Starship Allen. This is populated by all of our Patreons there. So if you do want to join it, you want to see your little dot up there on screen running around doing all of your space chores, then just on the Patreon. The free version works as well there. And yeah, we just watch all of you guys doing your interstellar duties there. Where's that? V is in the hydroponics bay with real Kate by the looks of it. Where's fake Kate? Fake Kate is in Alan's room. Alan's on board the ship. Alan's meant to be on board the ship. I can't see him. Where the f***'s Alan gone? Alan. Where? Alan's left his own ship. He's got to be behind another dot, isn't he? He's meant to be green. Where is he? We've lost Alan aboard the Starship Alan. Oh my god, the captain's gone for the... He's gone. What's going on? We've lost the Starship Alan. We've lost Alan on the Starship Alan. Hello, darling.
No.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I watched some sad TikToks and now I'm sad.
Oh,
I'm also very tired, so I'm gonna go lie down.
someone like you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, where the hell's Alan gone? That's weird. I'm a bit worried now. Oh, Miss Monsters. I didn't actually like them back in the day, but I'm now nostalgic for the flavour of the original Monster drink there. I like it because it reminds me, it's like there were albums I remember hating as a teenager, but my friends always had them on, and now I quite like them because it reminds me of it. Ah, thank you, Skullsy. I thought it was cool. Yeah, and if you log in as well, like I built the website so you can actually log in and you can change your image on there, but you can also like link your Discord account as well so you get a cool ping, but you can set like your little job and which room in the ship that you want to be most in there. So you could be our engineer and you could be in the engine room and things like that. The clone's locked in Alan's room again. Well, what's she done with Alan? That's what I'm wondering. Alan is meant to be on the ship at all damn times. You're still in the armoury there causing trouble. That's why Alan's left. He's seen A up going postal. Alan! He's beamed out. He's definitely gone off planet there. Competent, I've gone. I mean, look, I'll bring it back out. Look, I can't see Alan anywhere. Where the f... He's not meant to be able to leave this. He's not in the crew list at all, is he? No. Where the hell's Alan gone? It's typical Alan, though. Oh, Harko posted a cartoon where you put him out the airlock there, and that it is the Starship is following the law here. Jesus. Alan gives the duties. In fact, Alan, there is a probing room on the Starship. Right, and when Alan is actually there, Alan decided that he wanted to give up his captain's role, so he shirked his responsibilities and divided it between three of you guys, so Alan could focus his time exclusively on the probing. But it looks like even he's decided he's not having any of it. I need to fix that. It's hilarious, but also a pain. I'm going to refresh it, see if Alan decides to show up for duty. Ah, there we go. He just needed a bit of a refresh. He was hiding. We'll load it back up in a second. He's been back in there. Haven't posted the Alan spider pranks. Oh. Don't encourage Alan. Don't give him ideas there. That's what you put. And I would. He's behind me. Just as you see his little antennae like come into frame. That always with the probing is our Alan. There we go. Look, we'll bring it back up now. Alan is there. He is. He's in the engine room with me. Oh dear! Look, we're having an argument. Oh God, look, it's not so having a little fight. Oh, he's run off in a sulk. Real Kate is on her way to sick bay. Where's fake Kate? Fake Kate is in engineering with V. Raph is in the holodeck there, simulating 12 Frey Bentos pies at once. That's his fantasy. Carl is in the Blue Nose, you're in the probing room there with Trevor as well, and Carl. There's a queue. Should be actually. Where's the pro? Captain? Yeah, look, Captain Adam and Carl there. Should we send? I can't send Alan to the probing room. I don't have control over Alan. Oh, there you are. Look, there you go, Vinny. Look, you're in engineering there, working away. I quite like the Starship. I could watch it for a very long time. The big stun, just trying to figure out how to use the comic feature on Canva. Oh, is that how you guys do it? Very, very clever. I like those. Been gone too long getting crow. Scolzy, have you seen the passports? I sure was around for the part. I think we've got a passport being filled out, haven't you? I feel like I have. I could be totally wrong. I've lost track. Got about 50 of them going. Because that will stop the probing there. Once you've got your passport complete, you've got a probing exemption. We had to spice up the stream though. It got slow. So we entered probing. Put notes on Discord as well. Mac and cheese, Frey Bentos on Sal in Morrison's. Well, that's where Raph is tonight. That's why he's not here. I still need to try that one. I keep meaning to, but it'll be revolutionary, I'm sure, when I do eventually. Oh, thank you for the heart there, Scalzi. And as well, guys, if you haven't caught us up on the Discord, right, look, you can enter a competition to win the kit. It will load up in a second. It looks like this. It's a little starter kit. There you go. Which is basically what we started off using here, doing all this radio stuff. So you can do this at home, but you can also play about with radio and stuff in general. Very kindly, they're provided by the manufacturer there, Nuelec, so check them out for all of your radio needs. But yeah, there's 3 starter kits to give away. So if you go to our Discord, link in bio for that, join there. There's a channel that says competition. Type the word alien in there, and we're going to be drawing 3 winners at the end of the month there. You've got to be over 18, you've got to be in the UK, Europe, or North America there. But make sure you enter, because it's only a modest community there. 3 sets, that's a reasonable chance to actually win. Maybe I like the probe. Well, judging by the Q skulls here, a few of us like the probing in that way. If you want to get in there, even the free tier works there. Just sign up to the Patreon, make sure it's the free one. Then that'll get you in there, populated on the ship as well. Where are we in there? No, we are all up to a date. Speaking of which as well, we're doing another deep dive tomorrow night. We're going to be looking at that. Very interesting. Is it a paper or is it a memo? Where's my... Wrong mouse, wrong computer. A memo, yeah, the W.B. Smith memo there. Summarising a 1950s memo from W.E. Smith regarding geomagnetic research and its potential connection to the flying saucers there. So 11 PM tomorrow, over on the Patreon. It is oddly popular, Kate. What does that say about society? The queue out the door for the probing room. Can I move Alan? Did I set that as a thing? We should set our destination though. Alan. Oh no, I can move Alan. There you go. Let's put Alan in the probing room. Alan, let's see if he goes. You might not listen to me. There we go. Alan's off to the probing room there. So Blue Nose and Carl and Alan are in the probing room together. Magic's going to happen there. Should we set ourselves a destination there? Let's go to Proxima Centauri. Not far. Setting the course. There we go. Oh my god. See, Alan Bot is actually, he decides what the mission is. So we set the destination. Alan Bot decides the mission. And he is searching for the cosmic G-spot, apparently. Well done, Alan. Which I suppose is exactly what he's doing in the probing room, isn't he? So, probably quite appropriate. It's already gone sideways. Kimberly there coming in with the shares, probably in disgust. Thank you for those. It's how we reach more and more like-minded people like yourselves. If you are just joining us, we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt. We are searching the hydrogen line. That is these lines on the top of these radio dials here. The channel on the radio dial where scientists theorise that if ET is out there, this is where they would put that message. It's where we've heard those anomalous messages in the past there. I know, Sco's like, well, I should have stayed away. We've gone off sideways. We've been doing this too long, Scalzi, now. There's only so many days you can listen to static. Oh, I've gone back again. Yeah, it's gone very unhinged. We've gone a little bit mad, left to our own devices, Scuzzy. I do need to do that there. Vinny, it is on my list to do. I did set it up with a previous computer, but normally most of it is all on one machine, which is fine. But I do need to set up the keyboard, because every now and again I go and I forget. But I've got a new keyboard and mouse on the way, so I'm planning on doing it with those. But yeah, exactly, Scalzi. There's a spice of life. The Allen lore has got very deep over the last few months, just like his probes, with the same bunch that keep coming back. Yeah, with the corruption and Hinge fun. I think it was the first movie club where we realised how bad it was going to get, and then we just leaned into it. Gotta have a laugh while you're waiting for the aliens, eh? Maybe they've seen the stream, and that's why they're keeping quiet now. Oh, no, didn't find anything there. Pretty much. They've just come all this way now. Turn around, lads. Be funny, if this stream is being emitted through radio out there into the distant space, and in 1,000 years' time it will reach another planet. They'll decode it and be like, "What the fuck was this?" A nipple mention. Well, this is the thing. It looks like aliens don't have nipples, which makes sense, doesn't it? By looking at the deep dives that we've done, looking at their genetics and their makeup like that, it would make sense why they don't have nipples. They don't need them. They're biological robots. So as unhinged as we may be, we are still keeping within the realms of reality. Or potential reality there. It's not a fact. Yeah, but you gotta be like... No, yeah, pretty much. The resource printing device. Is that what you've been using to clone yourself on the Starship, Kate? That was a ridiculous one, though, wasn't it? If Alan breathes hydrogen, will you receive a signal? Yeah, it'll spike. I think it's neutral hydrogen that naturally emits a signal. Alan, are you breathing neutral hydrogen? He's just giving me the side eye. Minkar, I've never had that star in range before. Wonder if in a few weeks we'll get that in range. You can see it on the star chart just down there. But look, we've got this big clear patch of local stars, which we're kind of in now. We did have Sirius and all these ones into shot. That was a nice busy time. But now, when we're doing our SETI searches, look, it's a big empty patch. I mean, it'll be fill out again when we get to there in a month or two. But yeah, it's starting to see all the seasons in the night sky change. So Alan's trying to clone himself. Nightmare second distinct. Well, yeah, that's how it works. Alan needs to cross his fingers. They sent up the wrong gold disc. What was on it? Half tempted to press the button and send the alarms off. Wanted to wake myself up. Excuse me. Right. Yeah, I'm going to try it at the weekend to... Maybe I can point that dish in a slightly different location. See if we can catch some of those other stars in range for the following week. And then also see if I can adjust the amplifiers and stuff. See if we can get this... I was going to point it up. I'm so used to pointing up. Get all of these showing a little bit more detail. See if we can get some of those signals out as well. Still haven't found any of those things appearing in the videos. Ah. Or when you do. Student stream 100%. Oh, yeah. I'm like that, Kate. So I need you guys to remember what I say I'm going to do, and then you can remind me. And you can also remind me what page we're up to when we're doing the deep dives. Because I always forget that as well. Oh. TikTok wants me to do a little puzzle. Prove that I'm a human. Oh, there we go. The audacity. They want me to be a human, but they won't even use humans to moderate it. I'm insulted. Yeah, same. The amount of screenshots, that's all I use my phone camera for, is to remember things. It's just a record. Other people take beautiful shots, you know, show off on Instagram. I'm like, I'm going to forget the price of that. Oh, I need 2 of those. That's what that screw looks like that's missing. Like, so I've got, how long have I had an iPhone now? Let's see how far back my history goes. Which I do think this is a hilarious record. Years. Let's have a look. Years. How far does it go back? 2005? Well, that's not... No, 2009. The iPhones didn't come out until 2007. So, this proves my point, right? 5th February 2008, apparently. This proves my point. This is my first ever photo that has been taken, and I hardly ever delete photos, unless I've got 2 on, or I've taken a screenshot by mistake. But I just leave them there. That is the first photo I ever took with an iPhone. It's... I'm assuming beads. It's like a sample of like a beaded, you know, like necklace or wristband, like that. But I think it's anodized blue. That's obviously some sort of project that I was doing at the time where I needed to have a sample, and I took that horrible picture of it there. Then I've got some staff at the time. Oh God, an engine. A duck. Yeah, it's all stuff to remember. God, sorry, I've slipped down memory lane now. You won't be able to see us in it, but back in my wayward days here, we manually, you can't really see with the brightness, we manually changed the fuel, you know, the prices on one of those petrol station signs there to say the C word, because they do spell that. That was hilarious. God, to be young. Scary thing I would be if we missed another. Wow, as we chat about probing, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that happened. You know, we're just sitting here and they're just pinging off on the screen, and I'm talking about like pointless. It is set to alert us though, so I shouldn't get too far. Should get on. Actually, just check if that's working. Hold on, right? This is going to set off the alarm now. This one.
Alert. Signal detected.
There we go. So it is working. Such an ADHD thing to do. My guy is full of screen. Yeah, 100%. That's all it's there for. 1 terabyte cloud storage. I went over whatever the threshold was the other day, and I was like, that's a ridiculous amount to be paying for storage a month. And I was like, do I have to start deleting them? I don't want to. When I realised the plastic cover had fallen off of that petrol station sign, you can imagine my joy at the potential of what sort of selection of 4-letter words we could change that to. Funnily enough, the next day there was a fence around the base of it, so you couldn't get back to it. Oh, to be young. Get nicked for doing that now. I don't think there's anything other than my long hair. Don't think there's anything hilarious out there. Yeah, just images of buildings, you know, when you leave a property, you want to make sure you're taking all the pictures that it's all intact for records, samples of other little project things there. so old now. What's that? Oh, early memes as well. I've not seen these in a while. Getting distracted, sorry guys. Haven't looked that far down my camera roll in a very long time. So, also same. Be going through and deleting all those screenshots. But what if you needed them one day? What if you go, I really, really needed to know what that brand of detergent was that I decided to buy in 2011. You know, it might be useful. Rework the film Contact. I'd like to do an House of Version, like, you know, just a lot of swearing. Exactly, a long time ago, 2009. I can't believe that there's people I work with that are like, I mean, not 2009, but like they're born in the 2000s. You go, that's bloody ridiculous, that is. I'll forget that it exists, but then when I see it again, it mostly comes flooding back. Oh my God, what is some of that? I mean, there's too much context needed to share some of these, but that's funny. I was funny back then. 1970. Alright, fair enough, Skulls. Kids these days, eh? We sort out stints. I'll find out. I tend to snap the pics. The same thing. Yeah. I'll have the same one 5 years later. But I mean, this is what the tangent I was going down with this was, can you imagine, like, when we're no longer here and your kids get your phone and maybe they've got access to it. I'm going to go down Mum's camera roll to back when she was a teenager. Oh my God, what? No. These phones need to expire when I expire. There's a lot of crap. Come on. I mean, look, we're getting a little bit of this interference light. It's very, very visibly strong there and there. But it's interference. It's been with us the whole stream. At least you've got those. I haven't got any pictures of me, or not many. Didn't want to take those pictures. There's that gap, isn't there? They're actually saying they're like from the historical record, like the early days of digital cameras, because they replaced pretty much all of the analog ones so quickly. But then the early generation digital cameras were so crap. There is like a gap in the photographic record, like such a really substantial one. Oh, different world. I'm scared and also grateful. The things it allows you to do, but the price we pay for it, there. Yeah, why did I picture the pile? So I could complain to the council. I mean, yeah, I've got a lot of weird stuff on there. What's that? I do. Yeah, I don't really. I think it's the early 2000s, like the just before the MySpace era is the one that they've lost, or that is the one that's got very little. Oh, there isn't any gold. There you go, there's one. So this was the first time Leanne tried to iron something. She'd never ironed anything in her life, and I tried to get her to iron one of my shirts, and she's sulking there. And that was in 2012. And I can tell you, she hasn't picked up an iron since. So they will be skulls. You're right. We're going to be straight connected. God, that would be scary. You don't want anybody having a direct connection to my brain. Ah. Did you? I suppose all the memory cards though, and they were expensive, so you ended up wiping them and stuff. I mean, I didn't keep anything from back then. Thank God my MySpace got deleted. So I've lost all of the stuff from back then. It's only because it's all kept in the cloud that and rolling it over from phone to phone that I have it. But that's fair enough, Kate. You know, you've got like so many to keep on top of. You know, this is 2012 either. Is this some sort of like 2012 feminist revolt there? Leanne's nan always used to say, "Oh, he won't marry you if you don't iron." So I used to use that one. Okay, what would your nan say? Floppy disks there. Now they are I've got a stack of them in the corner. Childhood games. They're probably all dead now. Don't know how long they last. Oh my God, yes, Kate, that would be awful. God. And you did lose them. Oh. Jesus. Yeah, this is the other part of it though, is that, you know, they're available, but you know, how secure is it all nowadays? Like, if you're talking long-term storage, because even hard drives die, you know, especially the mechanical ones as well. Even the solid state hard drives, the expensive ones, you don't really want to keep them longer than 10 years. So I was thinking about this the other day, going, well, how do you keep these things long term? And apparently the way to do it long term is tape. Tape is apparently one of the better ones for long term storage. Insane. All goes around. ZX81 there. Okay. 1K, that was quite good back in the day. The old Spectrum there. We had an Amiga. An Amiga, was it 500 or something like that? That was the first computer we had. I remember playing games, but not really playing games. Just thinking I was playing games. That's a cursed picture of a clown. Why have I got that? Probably shouldn't go too far down this rabbit hole. I'll put it into a book. Oh, there's the goatee. That was a phase. Here's a really young picture of Pete. You can't see it. It's one of our surfing trips there. How young is he there? That was the trip where he slept under the van because we didn't have a spare space for him. Oh, it's TikTok getting I can't post an image of a crying. Oh my God. It is a bloody useful platform. Useless platform. Learn the hard way too. Oh. Early pictures backed up. Yeah, learn the lesson the hard way right there. A nice game of chess there. What was the first game that I remember playing? Parasol Stars. Do you remember that one? It's a really obscure one. Remember the books you could buy in the 80s? You'd sit for days. I've seen them. I don't remember them from personal experience, but I've seen them. And then it wouldn't work. I've plenty of experience of that. B, how are you? Good to see you. We're just doing another signal hunt there. Someone said that a little spike could be a Doppler shift due to the Earth's rotation. Not sure about just his. Ooh, I mean, so I definitely know about Doppler shift in the sense of when we're looking at a target, but coming back from the Earth, I'm trying to think if I can. Because we know we definitely something we're looking out for on the signal on the receiving side. So, you know, if a source is transmitting a signal and that's moving away or towards you, then that's going to shift it, either compress it or stretch it, so it would be off of the signal. But is that? I always thought that would be too far over, if that makes sense. I thought the Doppler shift would be a bit closer, it'd only be slightly shifted. But this is where my limited knowledge does go. Does it play there? Could be a very good shout there, Vinny. Tired and busy. Oh. Nearly the weekend, though. Pong was your first game. That is a classic. It is, and the signal strength is a bit higher as well. But it's definitely getting a little bit there. But it needs to do something. I've got to come off soon. It's going to happen now. It is very blue. It's overall much lower. But I think that's the new equipment up. So they sent us some like new amplifiers and filters and things. So what it's meant to be doing, and this is why I think it's meant to be actually, removing some of this background noise. So then for any signal that's lower, we'll be able to hear it easier. So I think it's lowered the background noise, hence we're not seeing the yellow. The background isn't as strong anymore. But I think it does need some tweaking. So the interference there. New land and home beat. Awesome. Congratulations. Still in the same sort of area in spooky country. Thank you for the heart as well there. Well, what are we doing tomorrow? We're going to be doing I think we'll probably be doing another one. No, we're going to be doing some gaming tomorrow night, and then we're going to be doing the deep dive afterwards. So 11 PM we're going to be looking at the is it not the Wilson Davis memo, is it? It's another one. But that's going to be interesting. But yeah, we'll see if we can rescue you guys from space before that with some games. Absolutely, I don't think I could live anywhere else. Awesome. You've got to keep us up to date on all the spooky things that are happening. Oh, what about AI in the Discord? Very interesting worry. I caught that one. Well, I caught half of it before I came on up there. Yeah, it's like honest AI, wasn't it? Very interesting. But the same about the little AI that he made, or the eyes on the one of them, basically, with the waveform. And I thought, I trust that AI. I like that AI. I don't know about the tone. I just thought, I like it. I could do that. Awesome, me too. There, and the game tomorrow probably will be Kerbal again, and I'm going to try and look into have a little bit more information of how to rescue you guys so we won't get stuck. I wanted to build one of those AI things like that. I thought that was so cool. I haven't got the skills. We'll get Harko to do it. Oh, awesome! B, that would be so cool. I think things you can catch there around your parts. I like that one. We'll have to come do an on location. Not that I'd probably be allowed in there. You don't need social media now to go into the US, and I haven't even got an account. Does this count? Do you reckon they'd let me in with this? Well, yeah, there's my social media. Yeah, it had Alan vibes. Janie as well, how you doing? Thank you for the heart there. I do, Kate, but I haven't got the patience for the instructions. I've tried putting on a few other YouTubers doing it, and I'm just like, I can't. I have to learn the hard way, and by the hard way, I mean the hard way for you, because when I'm playing, Kate, how do I do it? Kate, Google it. You play games, you're essential. You're the support team. If we get in, we'll have to do that, I think. Do a little US trip there. I still haven't done the UK one. But we've got to set our ambitions high, haven't we, there? How are you doing, Janie? And find that. It's going to be like actual mission control, Kate. You know, when you're scrambling around trying to do the work, like to figure it all out for the crew up there in the rocket. That's going to be exactly how it is. You have to get all of the ferals involved. Get them Googling for us. We can't lose another one of you guys to space. Is V lost in space? Was that the last one we had? I can't remember. Ghetto. You didn't see where I grew up. That's ghetto. But you got a ghetto, but with a nice background. So, it's, you know, swings and roundabouts. Oh, God, yeah, trying to decode it. There you go. Oh, the entire... You've still got some lovely, lovely scenery there. Ah, you know, that's a good point. Let me have a look. Hold on. Because I didn't. Is the short answer there, up? But let me see where he got to. Right. Where's Movie Club gone? Oh, it's fine. I thought I'd lost the Movie Club server there. Yeah, oh, so I can't see. That was the actual Movie Club, wasn't it? Oh my God, that was cursed, guys. 27, yeah, it's still Movie Club. Movie Club. Movie Club. We talk a lot. Okay. Yeah, still Movie Club. Get into the beginning. Yeah, I can't see them in the chat. I know we had the original ones. I can't see them in the actual Movie Club chat. The other suggestions. It has to also be done in a very particular way, which is a bit frustrating. It has to be... can't put links in or anything like that. That confuses Alan. So it has to be film name and then space the platform it's on. Then Alan recognises it as a movie. So I'll have to have a bit of a work, see if we can go through some of the older ones there, so we can get the next vote up for this month's Movie Club. We'll include some Disney Plus in that. Hopefully everybody can steal an account there. And Janie coming in with the gifts at Beat as well there. Thank you guys, it's very kind. Oh, so yeah, so that probably will be that's why it's not there then. So I'll have to, because at the minute Alan basically just reads the chat once a day and picks out the films from it. So if you've spoken directly to Alan about it, he should be able to pick those up. I will get on that one. But yes, mate, that's probably why it slipped through at the minute. He's not added them. He's in the conversation. He's learning. Oh. Yeah, so that's probably where it's going wrong there if you're speaking directly to him. I will... Let me see if I can tweak that. See if he's still got that. I don't know why I didn't consider that one, actually telling Alan directly. That's a much better way of doing it. See if we can get Alan to do that one. Well, we'll see if I can get Alan. If Alan remembers your conversations, then maybe we can put it. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's recorded his past conversations. I imagine they'll be logged somewhere that we can pull them from. Might take me a minute there. Where are we? Oh, we're nearly at time for tonight. Probably earlier tomorrow because we have the deep dive. So if the deep dive's 11, by 10:30, maybe 9ish tomorrow. Do a little bit of Kerbal there, sending you guys off into deep space to then send more of you to rescue the ones that have already been lost. That's how it works. Let's go back. At least we figured out how to put you in there. Radio Fizzy. That's a brilliant way of putting it there, Vinny. Radio Fizzy. I like that. You have to get your sweets ready and your snacks. I like that. I haven't heard that one. That's good. What's Alan saying? Oh, he doesn't have his old movie suggestions, sadly. Oh, bloody thing. Ooh, mini egg Welsh cake, very nice. I've only had Welsh cake once, and that was recently, actually. The local baker did it there. So the deep dive, Kate. The deep dive is a memory test for you all. Where's my cursor gone? It is the W.B. Smith memo there on UFO technology. A 1950s memo from W.B. Smith regarding geomagnetic research and its potential connection to flying saucers. Theoretical work on extracting energy from the Earth's magnetic field as a way of powering them, potentially. Okay, yeah, so you can suggest it to Alan like that. So you just, do your normal /Alan, but you probably need to let him know, like you're suggesting, say, Alan, here's a movie club idea, or Alan, how about this movie? Then put the movie and the platform in. Let me test that one to see if it works. Let's test it in movie club. What? I kind of need a film now. See if that works, or if Alan just swears at me. He's just sworn at me, as Alan. That wasn't how it was meant to go. Let's try that one again. Oh, you piss off. Try that one again, Alan. Ice pops. I am enjoying a good ice lolly at the minute. He's not adding it to Movie Club. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's not adding it. Alan never does what he's meant to do, does he? Oh, those new stars are getting labelled there. Kraz, Algarab. Oh, these are very Star Warsy names. Minkar. Brilliant. Looking forward to getting those in range. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Let's try that, Alan. Is that going to work? See if that works. Alan the slacker. Ah, there we go. Very good, Alan. Right, let's see if you have actually added that to the movie club list. He says he has. When it wants to load, be quick on my phone. Oh no, there you go. Right. Yes, okay. So now you can just tell Alan you've got a movie club suggestion. So, if you can find your old previous suggestions, it'd be much appreciated. And then Alan can do a poll. Because we haven't even set that one yet, have we? Oh, yeah, we're getting to past as well, guys. So, I'm going to wind us up for the night there. Well, we'll see if it works out. It seems to work, but sorry that you guys were suggesting them, and Alan was just going, that's nice. And essentially just not, you know. Just going, yeah, very good. Just not doing anything with Alan. I give him one job. Look after the movie club. And he screws it up. So, but he's got to learn. He's not used to these things, but he's getting there. We'll teach him our ways. But anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for joining us tonight. A little bit of a shorter one, but I'll kick Alan in line, and we're going to see you tomorrow for a bit of gaming first, probably about 9ish, and then off to movie club deep dive at 11 PM. So yeah, see all you guys then. Thanks again as always, and yeah, night. See you later. Bye.